Oh wait, it was the two things. Oh yeah, when you just said I do like being away with the fairies. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
There's so in fact I'll bring up just over here. There's this postcard that says to dress extravagantly in wartime is worse than bad form. It is unpatriotic. And like this idea that we have to be these like militarized, plain, straight-laced, stern, square, and shiny, and like plastic wrapped people is frankly grotesque. We are sweaty. We are glittery. We are hair plastered to faces, and we are like chiffon and netting and petticoats, and like we can have so much fun with aesthetic and with dancing and just like being with music, and I really think that needs to happen more. And I'm really, as I'm saying this, I'm realizing this is a real intention for me in terms of healing, because it does stuff to your body. You know, I know our cells. No, this is a klaxon for pseudoscience.
What does klaxon mean?
Pseudoscience, like big noise.
All right, yeah.
Because I was a political science student. But
Were
I know
you
that our
at Sussex?
cells, yeah,
right.
international relations and development.
Oh,
But I know that our
yeah.
cells regenerate after, I think it's 7 years. Like all the cells in our body regenerate.
It's that book, the Love book. It's one of these books. It's exactly what this book is about.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there we go. This book says it. There we go. But as someone who's also healed from an eating disorder, it really helps me think about like, okay, so what I do to my body and what my body does, really like there's a lot of agency there. And like if we're dancing and if we're like dressing our bodies up and like being like just titillating each other and exciting each other with the colours and the sparkles and the why the fuck not, there's a lot of space that's created there, and like there's a lot of jubilation and like gasps and interaction, rather than like, you know, if we're all just wearing black bags, like there won't be much fun in that.
Yeah. The photo that I really want to use of you in the book is the one of you at the George Michael party. Is it with Holly, where your face, you just ecstatic? You and Holly, was
I'm like this. Yeah. Yeah.
So good.
I'm like this. I'm like, oh, everything's so nice.
It's so good. I love that
beautiful.
photo. June the 1st is the next
dragged
one.
into the bushes.
By Leo and Lizzie.
Yeah.
You know they split up now.
What?
I know.
No.
I think it was the like... Oh, we'll talk about this off the camera. So, and then the other point you just made. Oh yeah, so June the 1st is the next George Michael party. Clapham Common this time.
Yes.
Or Clapham somewhere.
Lovely.
You said London is crazy, and so tell me a bit more about that, because in your journey, obviously this book is focused. The heart of it is London, but it's within the whole on of everything else. Yeah, tell me a bit more about that.
So London, I have so many feelings about
The
London.
good and the bad in terms of like also why Queer Tours of London, why Queer Tours is relevant in London, compared to say Queer Tours or whatever Blackpool. What is the relevance of Queer Tours in London?
So caveat is I'm just a small town girl.
yeah.
Like London is fucking big. It's big.
Yeah.
And I recently read Emily Chappell's book, which is Emily Chappell is this incredible bike touring legend.
Oh.
She's lesbian, and I read her book, which is about being a cycling courier in London, and like all of the like imposter syndrome of like being new in London and everyone else knows where they're going, and feeling like you haven't got your niche and it's so big, and like she has a girlfriend at the complete other end of London, and it's just like the gargantuan size of it is overwhelming. And having like Queer Tours, learning like you can go to like some obscure bit of Bloomsbury, like I did a tour there, and learn like, oh, Virginia Woolf lived here and all sorts of like crazy stuff happened in this corner. And when you learn about something, it becomes more yours to
less anonymous.
Yeah, less anonymous, and you feel part of it because you know it. Like it's like having a relationship with it. And something when I first tried living here, I was really quite overwhelmed by the fact that people were like, oh, this used to exist, and this used to exist, and this used to exist, and then I was kind of like, oh, but what now? But beyond those shorter statements to learn more depth of history, I feel not only part of it but also inspired to create what queer London needs now, and to make those connections and create those spaces that are contemporary whilst honouring the past.
Yeah.
It feels it feels really like history is super important because it's what we're not taught in school.
Yeah.
We need to know our own.
And Tudors and
so boring.
And we brought Indians trains.
Oh, so boring.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so untrue. We need to learn our history to honour those who came before us and honour ourselves. It's a really important part of self-respect. And it's been robbed from us. It's a birthright that's been robbed from us.
Yeah.
And so it's really important just for that, as an existence thing, but also so then we can do stuff through and with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, which queer tours have you done?
Just Bloomsbury.
Yeah.
But I came on the one around, was it Canada Water?
Wapping.
Yeah.
With Danny and me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's a random place.
I know. Just round the corner. That's literally just down there.
No.
Yeah. I love that one. I partly love that one because I really like it when we get asked to research and curate tours about new areas.
It's fascinating.
Who
knew?
Everywhere. People know Soho.
History everywhere.
Yeah. And wicked stories in this section, like lesbian and gay support print workers and stuff. That was such a cold day, wasn't it?
Oh, it was freezing.
But
it's beautiful.
Yeah. It's so beautiful around there. Finish the sentence. Brick by brick, stone by stone. And there's no right or wrong answer.
Giggle by giggle.
Yes, mate!
Sweating and dancing and rage. Always rage.
Yeah,
because rage is love that's like seeking a different expression. And like we need rage.
You've been writing a lot about that recently.
I have. I'm really trying to like work with like my own simplified but not oversimplified things, and like rage as like something that needs a voice, but like it is love. It is an expression of love, and it needs to be heard as that, because rage is like a pure force for like something that's better. It's screaming, why is this not better? It needs to be better. Yeah.
Where are you going next with that then?
Gone next. Oh man, I can't wait until this project has some sort of completion on it.
What, the trial?
The trial, yeah, all of that. I want to get back to like radical education.
Yeah.
And I want to work with young people, and I want to work with creativity and performance. And I don't know yet, but there's something in that I need to explore. Yeah.
That's so good you're doing the course at RVT. Tell us a bit about the Art of Drag.
The Art of Drag, yes. The Art of Drag, run by Michael Twaits. Facilitating people over 10 weeks to learn lip syncing and how to curate your drag persona and gender bending, exploration in like a really supportive small group. And then we do a show at the end of it. It's just going to be nerve-wracking.
Oh,
but
wow.
Really,
when
like,
is the show going to be?
Comfort zone stuff. I think it's in May.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Wow, amazing. Oh, Lynds, thank you so much. Unless there's... That's it for the questions.
Thanks, pal.
Is there anything else you want to add?
Thank you for, like, getting me to, like, dig inside and get out my frothy dreamer.
Yeah, frothy dreamer. Frothy dreamer. I love that, mate. Frothy dreamer.
Lemonade, isn't it?
Oh, mate, amazing. I tell you,